An array is a special variable that holds multiple values in one place. For example, we have let fruits equal to, and we do this and we have mango. We do have banana, and we also do have orange. This is what we call an array, and this is an array of fruits. So an array can we can use any data type within an array. For example, we can decide to say let random, it can be random stuff. Okay, let random stuff be an array, and right in here we can add different data types. We can say this is 23, we can say this is true, and we can say null. So an array can be of this different data types. That's at some point, though we normally use arrays for the same data type. So how do we access an item in an array? Just like objects, we do have will console.log fruits, and we do have this bracket notation still at oath. So just like I said, within an array or an object, we begin indexing from 0. 0 is our very first item within an array, and at this point I must have a mango, and this is it. I do have a mango right here. So this is how we access an item in an array. We can say we want at index 3, and this should be an orange. Okay, 3. Okay, 0 1 2, we do not have the third one. I can't create a third one. I said this is a purple, and do come here and I've got purple. This is how we do access items in an array. So how do we change an item in array? Now, for example, I will retain this, and I will say I can say, just like objects, I'll say fruits, and I want to change an item at index 1, that's banana, and I want banana to be a guava. So I will come, when I do come at console.log fruits, at index 1 I will have guava instead of banana. I think you can see this, guava instead of banana. Then how do we add an item into an array? So we do we use what we call push. For example, I do come and say, I will come and say fruits dot push, and fruits dot push, and I will say I want to add what can we have, an orange. Yeah, we do have an orange. Can I say what don't we have amount of fruits? We have guava, orange, banana. I can say sugarcane. So when it say array.push sugarcane, it should add sugarcane onto our list. So we do have sugarcane at index 4. So we can as well decide to use to push this. Maybe we want to add sugarcane at the very beginning. When you look at this, by default it will add it at the end, and if we want to add it at the beginning, we use what we call unshift. When you say fruits dot unshift, we will have a sugarcane at the very beginning at index 1, just like this. So if we want to remove items, but then we want to remove items from the end, we have what we call pop. If I say I want to remove items from the end, I say fruits dot pop, and I do want to remove the item at the very end, and we do have purple, come and you will find that we have an orange and purple is excluded. That's how we remove from the end. Let's say we want to remove from the beginning. We do have what we call shift, and when I say shift, it will remove mango. And when you check this shift, okay, what do we have? Fruits dot shift should remove a mango. What's in the first place? The first thing is mango, and it should remove, okay, pop removed from the first, and from the beginning it is shift. Why isn't this? We'll reload. 1 2 3 4. Let's first remove all these. We comment out this, and then we want to remove mango. Okay, it will remove mango, and we will remain with banana as our first fruit. I wanted to look at looping through arrays, but then we need to first look at control flow statements, then we head to that, because it won't make sense if we do look at this before looking at control flow statements. Anyway, can we and say, for example, we are using the for loop, and we say for let, and we say for let I, that's initializing, equals to 0. That is, our initial value is 0, and we say and then I is less than the fruits dot length, and I is equal to the fruits dot length. I will say I equal to fruits dot length, and then we say we want I plus plus. So this this will do, this has to be, I will do this, have this all in brackets. So what happens is this, we have for let, we have this let should be inside. Okay, so this should be I plus plus. So what happens is this loop, it checks, it makes sure that it initializes I to be 0, and for it sets a condition that for as long as I this should be I, for as long as I is less than the length of the fruits, we need to increment. And what happens is we increase until we always add one until the length, until we get, that's 1 2 3 4, there are 4 fruits, until we reach the maximum of 4. And the moment we reach maximum of 4, this loop is terminated. What happens is that let's console and see what we have. Console.log, we shall say fruits, and we shall index at I. So let's see what we do have. So this is what we have. It will look for fruits, and it will display all fruits. And the moment, let's see, this is at 10. Okay, I think you can see banana, orange, purple. What is not displayed? Okay, we removed using the shift. I will remove shift, and I can remove this as well. So we do have mango, banana, orange, and purple, and that's where our loop will stop. This is how we loop through arrays. And proceeding, we can use for instead of for. So for this, we can say maybe we say for we say let fruit of fruits, let fruit of fruits, and we can say we can console.log a fruit. Say so we shall use this is, and then we can look at this, so we get the same thing. So this is more clean, I think. So for a fruit of an array of fruits, we want to console that fruit. So what this does is I will print out all the fruits that exist in an array of fruits. This is the for. I think it's cleaner than this and easier to understand than the for loop, whereby you initialize and you set this to be, you give a condition and then you carry out what we call an arithmetic operation onto that value. So this is it, and this is it for arrays, and catch up in the next video.